Hello and welcome to Around the Air Force. I'm Senior Airman Renee Carberry. The commander of the Afghan Air Force and the commander of the NATO Air Training Command Afghanistan signed the first combined strategy into effect at a ceremony in Kabul. The 54-page strategic flight plan guides both commands to follow a jointly developed decree of vision, goals, and key tasks to be accomplished over the next year. The ceremony marked the end of a 3-month planning effort by Afghan, NATO, and United States forces. On December 7, 1941, Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. 71 years later, survivors come together to remember a date that will live in infamy. Tech Sergeant Michael Jackson has the story.
American F-22 aircraft flew over the skies of Pearl Harbor to open a ceremony marking the day 71 years ago when the aircraft of the Japanese Empire attacked this site. Survivors of those attacks joined service members and families at the World War II Valor in the Pacific National Monument to remember that day of infamy.
Many of those responders, our sailors, soldiers, Marines, and Coast Guardmen, were just young men, kids, as young as 17 or 18 years old. Consider how difficult it was for them as they struggled to save their ships, planes, and of course, each other. Although history has revealed how we were surprised that day, the determination and will of our armed forces to fight against some incredible odds gave the Japanese a glimpse of their fate in World War II as they woke the sleeping giant, the United States of America.
The Navy's newest guided missile destroyer, USS Michael Murphy, and the submarine USS Tucson did a pass and review alongside the Arizona Memorial and USS Missouri battleship, where World War II would end 4 years later. After the ceremony, veterans and Pacific military leadership went to the Arizona Memorial to lay wreaths of remembrance for those who lost their lives. Tech Sergeant Michael Jackson, Joint Base Pearl Harbor, Hickam, Hawaii.
Binoculars, warm clothes, and standing beside a gate with a camera may sound like the setup for a stakeout, but Staff Sergeant Amanda Woke shows us it is part of a hobby for a few passionate photographers.
Tail spotting, otherwise known as plane spotting, is a pastime that has been around for generations. A sometimes misunderstood pastime of some very passionate aviation photographers in England.
Life's work, I suppose, in a hobby form. And the smell of the jets and the sound of them, there's nothing I don't like about them, really. You know, perfect.
And the importance of the photographs and the photographers can't be denied when the 48th Fighter Wing pilots themselves request copies of the military aircraft photos from the hobbyist and the professional tail spotters alike.
I'm quite happy just a few people sharing my pictures with, and you know, some air crews have got in touch in the past and sort of said, can I have a copy of that, which I've been able to send them copies via email. You know, it's nice, you know, if they're flying it and they want a picture of it, that's testament to the photographer at the time, isn't it?
I mean, I've been contacted by pilots from here for pictures of the F-15s that are based here, and there are a few of my pictures hanging in the buildings on the base.
The RAF Lakenheath Spotter Watch Tour, offered twice a year, was designed to reward legitimate plane spotters for reporting suspicious activity they may notice while tail spotting outside the base. It's just another way for aircraft enthusiasts to share their passion. For RAF Lakenheath, I'm Staff Sergeant Amanda Woke.
To find additional information on these and other stories affecting airmen and their families, visit the Air Force's official website, AFLink. On the site, you can also listen to the Air Force Radio News online. Just scroll over the News tab at the top of the page, then select Radio. From the Air Force Broadcasting Service at Fort Meade, Maryland, I'm Senior Airman Renee Carberry. Thanks for watching.